Hey everybody, I am excited today. I'm going to tell you about this serum that I've been using from Meaningful Beauty. That is Cindy Crawford's skincare line. I don't know, have I been living under a rock? I had never heard of Meaningful Beauty until just recently when my friend Carney told me she was using this serum and that she just loved it. She just really saw a big change in her skin. Now I trust Carney completely when it comes to skincare. Well, when it comes to a lot of things, but specifically skincare and skincare procedures, because we were kind of partners in crime when we had that lockdown during the pandemic. We were in LA, everything was closed down. That is what we did. We did every at-home skincare procedure that we could get our hands on, because downtime, we didn't care. We had nowhere to go, and if we did leave the house, I mean, we had that big mask, so we're like, downtime doesn't matter, let's do everything. So we did a lot of stuff during that time, so that we have really bonded over that. So when she told me that she just saw huge results, I'm like, I gotta get this. Instantly, as we were talking, I ordered it. And unfortunately, I ordered the wrong one. So I will link exactly which one she uses. And I use the same one, except it says advanced formula. So they're basically exactly the same thing, but I will link both of them, the one Carney uses and the advanced formula that I'm using, because there are a lot and it's easy to get the wrong one. So I ordered the right one and I have been using it, and spoiler alert, I like it. So I started researching the brand since I had never heard of it, and I thought it was pretty cool how it really does line up with our channel's mantra. So Cindy Crawford started this 18 years ago, so it's been around a long time. But at that time, it wasn't common for celebrities to start their own brand. They would just endorse, like she would endorse Revlon. So that was more common. You just got paid and you didn't have an investment in the company. But then what happened was she turned 34. She was an old lady. She was an old hag. So of course Revlon dropped her and found someone younger. So that's the part that I love. So she was 34. I mean, my son is 34. So that doesn't feel old to me. But the society wants to tell us that we get to be a certain age and we're irrelevant. And that's what we stand for on this channel, don't we, ladies? We're not irrelevant. We are better than ever. The older we get, like fine wine, we just keep improving. So I like that she just went out and said, okay, I'm gonna start my own skincare line. So that's what she did, and she's been very successful with it. I think she did a lot of info commercials, which is probably why I'd never heard of it, because I never watched those things. But she has made it very successful, and it's still around, which might be because it's a good product. So let me just start with what my skincare history is. One thing that has been a constant for the last 20 plus years is Retin A. So I started off, for most of those years I was using Retin A. I just changed recently to this tazarotene, which I've been using for about a year and a half. Basically they're the same. This is 0.1%. The tretinoin that I was using was 0.1%. Their ingredients, I think, are really the same, but sometimes it's good to mix things up. And I did find that since I switched, I do find that it works even better. Sometimes you just need a little reset. So that is one thing that I have used nonstop for many, many years. Everything else comes and goes. I try lots of different products. I'm always curious, does this work? Does that work? I always want to try things. I don't feel anything ever really wows me. The one thing that wows me, and this I'm sure anyone who dedicates to using this properly will see results, is medical grade skincare. So I did for a few years the ZO medical grade skincare. I did the whole AM line, I did the whole PM line. I was devoted to it, and it really does work. The only downside, and the reason why I kind of dwindled out from using it, is it's a big commitment. There's a long lineup that you need to use, and they're all have to be used in a certain order. I even labeled all of the products, so I would put them on in the right order. So you had that in the AM, then you had the whole lineup in the PM. So it's a lot of work to do it every morning and every night, and it's very expensive. So I don't know if there's like one product out of the medical grade skincare that would work. I really believed that they work together better than anything, but maybe there is just one, I don't know. But I haven't really been using that anymore. I'm just dabbling and trying different things. The one product from the ZO line that I do consistently still use and I love and I swear by it is their exfoliating polish. It's just got that right amount of grit. Not too much, not too little, just like the Three Bears, just perfect. So that I still do use all the time, but it just got to be such a chore where I just was like, oh, hating when I had to do my skincare in the morning and the night. And normally that's something that I really do enjoy. And I was committed for the longest time and loved it for the longest time. And then I just got tired and lazy. So I've been dabbling in lots of different things and never found anything that I think is exceptional. I do a lot of procedures. I do microneedling. I've done a lot of chemical peels. So as far as products go, I never really felt that I found one that I really swore by and would never, not ever use again. So the way that I have been using this youth activating melon serum is just once a day. It's really so easy, like just 2 little squirts like that, and it blends into my skin so easily. I take it right down my neck, I put it behind my ears. That is enough to do my entire face plenty. I go across my eyelids, I go under, I put it everywhere. I use my retin-A in the morning, I use this at night. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, as my friend Carney always says. At first, when I first started using it, my skin needed to acclimate a little bit. Now, I don't remember Carney saying that this happened to her, but that first few days, maybe the first 5 days, my skin was a little flaky. It wasn't red, it wasn't irritated, but that's just my skin too, right? So keep in mind, like, everybody's skin is different. My skin, I think, can take a lot because I've done a lot to it. So if you've never used retin-A or you've never used really a lot of products, you know, test it out. Just use very small amounts before you go all in. But for me, I found it was a little flaky at first, but once that was eliminated, that's when I would go in with my polish and it takes all those little flakes out. That's why I love that exfoliating polish. But once that was gone and the flakes were no longer there, my skin just looked, and I was trying hard to figure out how to articulate exactly what I thought my skin looked like. I was thinking just brighter and kind of a bit of a glow, just, I don't know, just a freshness to my skin. Like I would just wake up and my skin would already kind of just look fresh. So since I was having trouble articulating what I felt I was seeing when I looked in the mirror at my skin, I asked Carney, how would she describe what changes she was seeing in her skin? She said brighter and more even toned. Definitely, yes, that is a perfect way to describe it. She also said supple and hydrated. Again, perfect description. Thank you, Carney. So the magic that I think is in this particular serum is that it's melon leaf stem cell technology. So anything stem cell is really known to be very good. I was using a stem cell serum with the ZO line that I was doing, but for some reason I really thought that each product needed to be worked together. I didn't think one of them stood on its own, but maybe the stem cell serum would. I don't know. If you're interested in medical grade skincare, I can link that video. I did a whole video on just the ZO line, and I did love it. It's just a commitment. But if you're willing to do that and you have the money to do it, then it's a video you might be interested in watching. But I just think anything with that stem cell technology in it is going to be pretty good. You can see it's got these little balls in it. So when it comes out, you just mush it into your face and it just blends right in. And you know, I mean, I just put it on and it's just, you can just feel that it feels so nourished. It feels good on the skin. It is pricey, it's kind of expensive. I want to say that this bottle here It is 1 fluid ounce, was maybe $90. But I just actually looked on Amazon. That's where I got it. Maybe there's somewhere else you can get it cheaper. I got it on Amazon because it's just easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I think it's on sale right now for 20% off because I was kind of considering, should I get another one? But I don't want to get it too soon in advance because there's always an expiration date on any kind of skincare. And even though it's in a bottle, it's got a pump, so it's really securely in there. But still, you know, I don't want to have things sitting on my shelf for too long, so I don't think I will get it. But I've been using it for a month and a half, maybe close to 2 months, and I still have a ton of product left. So it's gonna last me a good while. So if you sort of, you know, do the math to see how much it costs you a month, I mean, it's not gonna be that much, but initially paying out that kind of money for one little bottle sometimes is a hard pill to swallow, but when it works and that's the only one you need to use, or that's the only one I use, maybe, you know, you can't be without your vitamin C and whatever, but I just think I've got everything in this little bottle that makes me happy, makes my skin look fresh and beautiful, and I'm kind of really into it now. Will something else come along and take its place at one point? Probably. But my one thing that never changes is my Retin-A. That has been with me for 20 plus years. So that's all I have to say on that. But I'm curious, have you guys heard of Meaningful Beauty? I mean, you probably have. I mean, it's been around for like almost 20 years. Carney told me that she had been hearing about it for years and years, but just never thought that, you know, she would buy into that because it's kind of like a Cindy Crawford, you know, promoting thing, and she didn't really believe it, but she was gifted it, and that's the only reason she tried it. So I'm glad she was gifted it because I'm glad I got to try it. So thank you, Carney. And that's it. So just leave in the comments if you have tried any of the other products. If they have other products that are good, I'd be down for trying those too. So let me know in the comments, do you love it? Is there something you like? Do you hate it? Let me know. Inquiring minds want to know. But that's it for today, you guys. Love you guys so much. Mwah. Have a fabulous day. Bye.